Ooh, stinky cheese!
Hey, do you like extreme action? How's about some extreme romance? Well, fine, what about some extreme sports? Because we got a little bit of that. Just a little bit. This is Extremedays. So Extremedays is a movie. That's it. That's it's a movie that did not do really well with critics at all, but it's done surprisingly well with Christian audiences. Now, it's not a stereotypical Christian movie, but it presents itself as a rom-com, kind of buddy comedy, and sprinkled with just a dash of stock extreme sports footage. No joke. The movie has these weird moments where it cuts from the actors to very obvious stock footage. It's completely different camera quality, like home video camera, sometimes professional looking footage of people doing extreme sports like skateboarding and surfing and whatever else. You'll see later, it's a weird disconnect from the rest of the movie. Now, is Extremedays a good movie? No. Did I enjoy it? Absolutely. It's a fun time. I mean, what else do you want? So the movie begins with a James Bond-esque chase scene involving snowboards and gunfights. No, you're still in the same movie. Trust me, I'm a professional. So we're introduced to these two characters that are being chased by the evil guys in red, and they're being shot at with guns. Now I say guns because they're clearly paintball guns. Now you might be asking yourself, why is this scene happening? I don't know. Are they trying to trick us? Think we're going to go see an action movie? I mean, it's called Extremedays. What's more extreme than action? Well, they're just having a paintball fight. Now, this might be a complete oversight by the producers or directors of the movie. I don't know. I think they were trying to hide it. If you look closely at the guns, they're clearly paintball guns, but the paintball guns don't have the plastic container thing that holds all the paintballs. So my question is, where are the paintballs coming from? So our heroes separate, and one of them is trapped between a bad guy and a cliff. How's he gonna get out of this one? Well, his brother shows up and saves the day. Woo!
Dude, that was the best paintball war we've ever had!
That's me, Will. I'm the youngest in the group.
And then we get one of those cheesy 90s, early 2000s. Hi, I'm Ryan, and my life is kind of crazy. It all started back in 1970, that kind of crap. I'll admit it, I unironically love these kind of introductions. They're fun, they're cringy, they're nostalgic. They're just a good time. Hi, I'm Ryan. And then we cut to an extreme title card. Now I gotta say one thing here. The soundtrack to this movie slaps, okay? It just does. Some of the songs in this movie are just absolute bangers, okay? I can't let you hear any of them because I don't want to get copyright striked. Go look it up on YouTube. It's out there. My voice just cracked. I'm almost 30 and my voice just cracked. What's wrong with me? So then we cut to some 80s home movie exposition to get the backstory of our two main brothers, Will and Brian. So then we also learn that Corey and Matt also moved in at young ages, and the guys all grew up together.
Road trip. We've been saying that ever since we were kids.
And now they want to take a road trip. The whole movie's about a road trip. Don't we have a bunch of road trip movies out there? Unfortunately, the guys can't take a road trip because they're all broke. So just like in real life, they're all forced to get minimum wage, soul-wrenching jobs.
Hey, welcome to Urban Gorilla. Can I help you? Okay.
I watch movies to escape reality. I don't need a painful reminder of my life. Matt's job is my personal favorite.
Okay, a number 4, the Bubba Ganoush burger, and would you like a falafel with that? Okay. Number 4!
I think I realize now why I resonate so much with this character. He's the comic relief character, and his first job was at fast food. It's me. It's how my life started, kind of. Oh man. Would you like a falafel with that? So the guys all manage to pull together some money, and they all quit their jobs. Also, one thing I gotta point out is the hair in this movie. I forgot how the late 90s and early 2000s was nothing but frosted tips and spiky hair. I think I did it. Oh, God. Shockingly, the only one in the group that doesn't want to quit his job is Matt. You'd think he'd be the first one, but he likes his job.
I can't give this up.
Dude, what are you thinking? We've been planning this our whole lives.
Just that read the turban. I'm the manager of the Turkish sailor.
So the guys manage to convince Matt to go along with them on the road trip. Everybody quits. Everybody starts packing up, and they head on out.
Guys, let's go. That's it.
The first stop on the guys' road trip is Mexico. And we get the first scene that I was talking about earlier, where the movie cuts from these guys to some sports dudes. Like, you see it, right? It's not the same camera quality. It changes constantly. Could y'all not have just gotten stunt doubles? So while the professionals go surfing, our actors are at a restaurant drinking hot sauce.
How about that?
Corey gets a phone call and steps outside, and we learn that his grandpa actually passed away.
Grandpa died.
Sad. Now this situation throws a pretty big wrench into their road trip plans, but the guys decide to take Corey all the way to his grandpa's house to pay their respects.
I'll go. Grandpa G would have wanted it that way.
They also learn that Corey's grandpa is leaving him a bunch of money and a car. So that'll help with the road trip, right?
Thing is, Frank said that Grandpa left me a bunch of money in his car and Grandma wants to go pick it up.
Ah, Gramps, I'm so sorry you died, but hey, can I have that car and a big bag of money? Now on the way there, they stop at a gas station, and we're introduced to Jessica. Jessica is a strong, independent woman that don't need no man. No, seriously, she is. Like, it's a good message. I'm not kidding. Brian, the
Ladies' man.
immediately sees her and decides, I'm gonna go hit on her while she's trying to fix her car.
Corey, watch the gas. Be right back.
Oh, yes. Oh, no. Oh, yes.
Macho Chad! Macho Chad!
Here goes Brian Davidson, stepping up to the plate.
Can I help?
Not unless you have an engine in your back pocket.
Oh!
You do have an engine, right? Because you wouldn't come over here unless you were really trying to help. Right?
Wait a minute.
Watching Brian strike out with Jess is cringy to watch, but oh so satisfying.
Well, I can give you a ride.
He's so smooth.
He's got that.
No,
Hey.
no thanks, I'm fine.
It's really not that big a deal.
Look, I appreciate the offer, but I need $2,000, a new engine, or a miracle.
Maybe I'm your miracle.
I'm your miracle.
You get that?
Jesse?
Matt? Oh,
Turns out, Jess is actually Matt's cousin.
Actually, everybody here is my cousin.
Matt, nice hat. Swang.
Thank you.
What is this place? So we find out through total coincidence, and not the plot at all, Jesse's going to the same place that the guys are going.
and nobody else around here seems to be able to help me.
Mitch!
Matt, I'm trying to run a business here.
So she decides to tag along. Yay!
4 guys, a girl, and a Jyota. Not part of our original plan, or whatever that was.
And then we have a dirt bike scene. I'm convinced if you took out all the sports parts of this movie, first it would just be called Days, but we would have an extremely shorter movie. See what I did there? Extremely. So Brian tries yet again, and fails, to win Jesse's affection.
Jesse, jump on. Let me give you a ride.
No, I'm fine.
Oh, come on. Trust me.
No, that's okay.
Corey, on the other hand, just like every other buddy comedy, decides to make a bet with Brian to see if he can actually score with Jessica. And it's a very uncomfortable scene to watch.
He does not trust you.
She will.
Please, keep dreaming, please.
No, I'm gonna get to her.
You want to put a little money on that?
Like what?
Like, how about $100? How about I bet you $100 by the end of this trip that she does not do one thing that you want her to?
Do I need to remind you that this is a Christian movie? So again, while the professional sports people are out doing sports, our actors are having lunch at a restaurant. Why does it keep cutting to that? Brian and the boys learn a few things about Jessica, and Brian is trying to find some information that he can use in his little game to win Jessica's heart or whatever. Jessie decides to play her own little game, a game called Spoons. Now, if you've never seen this in movies before, it plays out like you would expect. Just watch.
The rules are simple. You just take this spoon, you put it in your mouth, and you hit me on top of my head as hard as you can.
Cool.
First one to quit loses.
Are you sure?
Give me your best shot.
Okay.
Let's go, big bride. Oh, let's do this.
Baby. Do this for the team.
Okay.
All for the team.
Go to it, brother. Let her know.
Yeah. There we go, Brian.
Good one. Good one.
There you go, Jesse.
1, 2, 3.
How's that?
That hurt.
So the group continues their travels. We have some more stock footage. And then we cut to one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Sick. I got a big one.
That's a wet one.
I got another one. Hold on.
Showing you up, bro.
Hold on. I've got a world record. Yeah. Come on. I got one more.
Okay, I just checked this out. I'll meet you at the car in 10 minutes.
Is there any way this could be attractive?
No.
Because you can't have a comedy movie without fart jokes. So the gang decides they need to go get groceries, and we have a scene that feels like a video you might see on TikTok of like a prank video, or just people doing weird stuff in a grocery store.
I'm gonna get the fruits and veggies. You guys can get the rest.
Do some shopping.
We need milk. All right.
So outside, Brian has a little heartfelt moment with some homeless people, gives them a bunch of groceries, and Jessie notices and realizes that Brian has a heart. Oh, it's so sweet. She likes him now. And then we change channels and start watching some snowboarding for a little bit. Now, you might be wondering, Prandall, you don't like sports all that much. Why did you even watch this movie? Well, here's the thing. My dad bought me this movie when I was a kid because he's really into sports. Not just basketball and football and all that. He's really into extreme sports, like snowboarding, surfing, everything you see in this movie. Thing is, he's not just into them, he does all of these. My dad is actually an avid surfer. If he had chosen it as a career path, he actually could have been a professional surfer. Like, the man is in his early 50s now, and he's still a beast. So the group decides to spend a night at a campground, and there's only one campsite left. So we have a scene that is just magic. Take a look.
This is our campsite. No, it is not. We were here first.
You are deceived, my friend.
We are not your friends.
And the deception is yours. Hey, those are fighting words.
What was that?
No, I promise you, this is the same movie. I'm not putting any of these sound effects in here. Unedited footage. I feel like I'm watching Power Rangers now. So later on, Brian and Jesse have a nice little cutesy moment in the car where they're both talking on the cell phone, even though they're inches from each other.
So what are you doing tomorrow?
Well, I just thought I'd go get my hair done at about 9. Then after that, I'm getting my nails done. And in the afternoon, there's the spa.
Oh, right. Well, I'll be having lunch on my yacht.
So fit the Prime Minister.
All right. Well, if you would like to do something, I might be able to clear my schedule.
I don't know. It's cute. Whatever. The group has a paintball fight. Brian dies. Jesse cries over his dead body. The end.
We're living in extreme day.
Just kidding. And then we have the moment that everybody's been maybe waiting for. I don't know. Brian and Jesse have a moment by a pool. They kiss, and it doesn't go well.
Brian, no.
What? What's wrong?
I shouldn't have let this happen.
You know what your problem is? You think you're better than everyone, don't you?
Brian, please.
So Jesse decides that it's better that she leaves, and she left Brian a note. Sad.
Brian, I knew about the bet, but it didn't matter. I don't expect you to understand all this, but please forgive me if I've hurt you in any way. I loved our time together.
Real talk for a second. There's actually some pretty good chemistry here. The acting surprisingly got a little bit better. Between Brian and Jesse, there's some good, like, romantic elements. It's not a bad... it's really not that bad. I'm just picking at it, because it's my job. So the guys go on without Jessica in their lives, and they finally make it to Grandpa Joe's to pay their respects.
I love you, Grandpa. Take care of him.
And then they go to Corey's grandma's to pick up the car and the money, and they find out that...
We lost everything. Even the bank owns the house.
They ain't getting nothing.
What about the car?
Oh, that's still here.
It's not that bad. I don't know. Do you think it still runs?
Where is it? That's funny, Frank. Real funny.
So the guys are now broke and have no way to get to their final destination. Not that kind of movie. They decide to try to sell the car in order to get to Alaska. For whatever reason, I kind of tuned out.
Guys, we're selling the car and we're going to Alaska. Okay? Yeah! Alaska!
What was that?
I'm not sure.
Will manages to sell the car online, so the guys are ready to go. But before they go, Brian wants one more attempt to try to get the girl of his dreams that he's known for a week. I hate that in movies.
Jesse.
Brian, what are you doing here?
I came to get you.
What are you talking about?
We're going to Alaska and I want you to come with us.
Jesse says no.
Brian, I can't go.
Time's up.
Thanks for coming, but no. Heartbroken and defeated, Brian leaves with the rest of the guys and they go on the plane. But guess what, guys? Jesse calls him just before the plane takes off.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. I just got back from UW.
Enrolling?
No, I'm taking a trip.
That's funny, because I was just thinking of taking vacation myself.
Oh, where are you going?
I hear Alaska's great this time of year.
Well, who could have seen that coming?
Uh-huh. That's what I'm talking about.
And that was Extremedays. See, is it a good movie? Not really, but I mean, it's a fun ride. You get to see some cool sports. There's some comedic moments. There's fart jokes. All in all, in my opinion, it's a fun movie. I enjoy it. I've rewatched it a bunch of times as a kid. It was really fun to go back and watch it again. Not as good as I remember, but hey, but it's worth a watch. So, you know. Anyway, guys, that's my time. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's a movie you want me to watch, and I'll check it out. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. See more of my content when it comes out. Hit that notification bell, because that thing is the bane of our existence. Ding! But that's all for me, guys. So, as always, this is Prandall. And this is goodbye.